So moving on, let's talk about polls. So here's a poll that I did. We just did. Me and the wife had a discussion on who plays the best Batman. I said Christian Bale. She said Michael Keaton. I said, okay, we're gonna find out. And I just put it out on Facebook. Who played the best Batman? Michael Keaton, Christian Bale. Everybody's like Christian Bale. It was more Michael Keaton, but that's never here or there. And so that made engagement on a post. That's just a normal thing that I do that is not real estate related to where you can post on social media. Holiday messages, easy. Labor Day, Veterans Day, 4th of July, those are easy posts. You can just cut and paste something and post it onto social media. That's an easy post for today. Home tour guides. Like I said, me and Old Faithful, we'll go around, we're doing a show on a property. Okay, hey, I'm at this property out in, I don't know, on the south side. And I'll just take a quick snapshot of the kitchen. Most time I do the kitchen because the kitchen is the focal point in the home. All right. So you want to get that intriguing mindset to say, because like I said, you're selling a feeling. If they can see the kitchen, they'll be like, okay, what's the rest of the house look like? Now who they're gonna call when they want to know what the rest of the house looks like? They're gonna call you, because they're like, oh, where's that house at? This. So now you've created that feeling of, oh man, I'm thinking about buying a house. Let's get their information, let's contact, and let's talk about getting you in a new home. So some personal posts. This one right here, earlier this year, I went over my 3-year mark after retirement. So here's all I did. Took some old pictures of me being in the Navy, did a quick slideshow. Took me 10 minutes to put it together, and then I posted it. Nothing fancy, nothing edited, just took some pictures and just made sure each one of them had like a couple seconds on it, and just went through all my time in the military, from when I retired to then, okay? As you can see, I got 710 views off of that. And it was 195 people engaged with it and 47 comments. And it's just me saying, okay, hey, I just, 3 years, let me post about it. Easy. Personal posts, another one, out in Puerto Rico. I said, hey, damn, this would be a good idea to post about Puerto Rico. Take a couple pictures, we put it together, we're in Puerto Rico. Now you have engagement. Oh man, I'm taking my vacation in Puerto Rico. Now you're starting to build an audience just on your personal post. Open houses, another great way of doing business. Hey, I'm at this open house on 123 Main Street. I want you guys to take a look at this kitchen. Take a look at the kitchen, boom. All right, so if you want to see the rest of the house, we need you to come on out here and check out the rest of the house. I'll be looking forward to seeing you soon. Okay, done. I never give them all of it. I always just give them a snippet to make them think and feel. I see a lot of realtors give the full tour of the house. If you give me a full tour of the house, what do I need to come to the open house for? I give them just a snippet to make them think, man, that's a nice house. I might want to go see that. Hey, I'm gonna be out here till 1 to 3 or whatever time you're at the open house. Don't give them the full kitchen. Give them just a little bit. Give them that feeling. Realtor advice. Here's a realtor advice I did. I did a post about, I saw a realtor had put a lockbox on the door and you could pull the lockbox right off. It took me like less than 2 seconds. Let's say, hey, realtors, just be careful when you put the lockbox on there, because you could basically pull the lockbox off the door and it wasn't really secured to it. So that's a post that I did. Here's another one. Humor. Have fun with this thing. It doesn't have to be serious. Like, we all understand that real estate is a serious business, but have fun with your social media posts. Earlier I turned 45, we made some fun out of it. And the only thing I did was just took a selfie in the car, we added some text to it, and said I'm 18 with 27 years of experience. And we got what, 1,172, what's that? 1,122 people reached. So that means 1,122 people reached this organically. I didn't pay for this, I didn't do anything special. 1,122 people reached this. You got 170 people engaged with it and 88 comments.
So is this just a business page?
This one was a business page, yes. Because at the time, the business page was only where I could get the actual numbers. Yeah, but now you can do it on the personal page now too. But
Can you get numbers on a personal page?
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can get the numbers on the personal page now. But
So the stuff that you post to your business page, do you also post it to your personal?
yeah, I do. Client testimonials, another great way. People say great things about you, let everybody hear about it. Don't just leave it to Google or Zillow to post your reviews. Put it out to social media so now people can see, hey, this guy does great work. Regino said he did an outstanding job for me. So now they're creating that feeling, maybe I do want to work with this guy. All right, so client testimonials. And I'm gonna tell you all the tools that I use later on how we create these posts. Events in the community, and Josh does a great job of this. If you're out at an event or festival, something going on in the community, just pop your phone out. Hey, I'm at the festival, having a great time, and then just pan around the festival, done. Like I said, don't give them too much, just give them just enough to think, where's he at? Or where's she at? So never give them the full kitchen, give them a little bit. Brand awareness, you see these all the time, just to let people know that you're in real estate. I started doing these a lot when I was first got in the business because I didn't know what to post. So I just did these, looking for real estate. And because of the time, Canva was free for these posts, so I just used them and then just put them out there. So, pro tip, this picture here was at a wedding, right? I'm at a wedding. I said, hey wife, can you step up to the side? Let me get this picture right quick. Had the wife step to the side, took a picture, and now I'm gonna use it on my social media. It was free. They had a whole little photo thing set up. I took advantage of the opportunity and took this picture, and now I posted it on my social media. Video series. So video series, what me and Cassandra have done, we're starting to do an Ask the Agent series. This is where we sit down together. Okay, let's talk about this type of loan. Let's talk about what's going on in the mortgage business. So those are the type of series I mean by video series.
How long do you do them for? Not how many, but like how long is each snippet?
So what we'll do is, we'll do the full video, post the full video to YouTube, take a snippet of something she said or something I said that's very intriguing to create that feeling, and then I post it on the other platforms. You want to take a small, maybe a minute, no more than a minute, and just give them just a little bit of what you talked about. So now you created that feeling of what else was in that conversation. So now they'll go to that YouTube page to watch the entire video. Lighthearted posts. I'm a very spiritual person. These are very easy to me. Something like a motivational Monday. Hey, nice quote, something inspirational, just post it. Throwback Thursday. What I do for the Throwback Thursday is I'll go back to pictures when I didn't have a beard. That's a Throwback Thursday type picture post. So it's a great ways, I've seen people post what they did back in the day. Another great Throwback Thursday. All right, and the last one, the black bottom pool. This one caused chaos on Facebook. So I had over 162 comments of just a black bottom pool. People were like, there's no way I would get this. I don't know what's at the bottom of it. People just commenting. They were like, what the hell is that? And we got 162 comments off of just this one post. And it's just an opinion post. People love getting their opinions, right? Can you agree? So is the black bottom pool dope or is it or not? And you just posted. 88 people engaged with it, 162 comments of people saying, hell no, I want to get that. Yeah, exactly. So it was a great post, and I'm just going back and forth with them. I'm just engaging with whoever's in the comment section, and then I love it when other people, like say you came in the comment section and somebody else comes to the comment section and you all just having this full conversation in my post, and I'm just like, what the hell are they talking about? So opinions, people love giving their opinion. So the tools that we use Constant Contact. All right, so Constant Contact has a way of you can schedule the post to your platforms, okay? You can also use it for newsletters. I use it for my newsletters to send out to my sphere, the people in my database. So you could instantly create a post in Constant Contact, schedule it, put the context in there, the captions in there, and schedule what time and date you want to put it out, and it'll send it out for you. Set it and forget it. Great way to do it. The little thing to the left, the red one, that's called InShot. So before I discovered iMovie, I was using InShot, just a video editing software, okay? If you don't feel comfortable doing video editing, you can go to Fiverr. Fiverr does video editing, they're pretty cheap. I don't know.
They were confusing with me.
Yeah, so look for the ones with the great reviews. Don't get the ones that don't have good reviews. So Fiverr, InShot, or iMovie. I use iMovie a lot more nowadays, just because it's on my phone and it's free. I don't have to pay anybody. As far as Word, we use that for our caption. We'll write the caption up just to make sure we spell correctly, make sure we want to get it properly written in there. And the majority of the posts that we use Canva to create the posts. You can get some good templates on the free version, but the world is your oyster if you pay it's like $100 for the whole year. You get tons of templates. So Canva's a great way to create a post that looks genuine and looks really good. All right, so here's the ABCs. So we talk about these posts, we want to attract people to the post. Like I said before, it does not always have to be about social media. I've given you several different ways of posting that had nothing to do with being in real estate. We talked about the Batman post. We talked about my time in the military. We talked about everything other than real estate. So now you've created the attraction, so now they feel like they know you. Can anyone relate to that when someone sees you? They feel like they know you because they watch you so much. You know, that's what you want. And then once you do that, you build that relationship. You continue engaging with them. If they follow you, follow them back. If they friend you, follow what they're doing on their page. Engage on their page. Hey, I see you just had a baby. Congratulations. Hey, I see you just got married. I'm so happy for you too. I'm always doing that. So I'm never just sitting there, it's always intentional. I'm sitting there going through, okay, who is the people I want to engage with? So I'm building that relationship. And then once they reach out to you, collect the information so you can continue following up with them. But that's what they say, the money's in the follow-up. I just continue following up with them.
Can I
Yes,
ask
ma'am.
a question about that? So when somebody sends you a friend request on Facebook, do you absolutely accept everybody,
No.
or do you?
No, I look at
just slimy.
I look at their profile first to see what they're doing. How many friends are they connected me with? How many mutual friends do we have?
See how many pictures they have.
How many pictures do they have?
Multiple pictures, like 2 of
Yeah.
them.
Exactly.
Yep.
I definitely screen them. I don't just accept everybody. And then the ones that try to hit you with the Cash App or what's your Cash App, I've had a couple people hit me with that. Unfriend them and I block them. It's a great thing about social media. You can block somebody and never have to see them again. All right, so we can talk about all this, but it really comes down to consistent execution. Consistently executing on Facebook, Instagram. And like I said, I take the same thing that I'm posting on Facebook, I post it to Instagram, post it to Twitter, post it to LinkedIn. I'm using the same one piece of content for all platforms. I still haven't took the leap into TikTok yet, but I think I'm gonna get there soon. So once I figure out some dance moves, I'll get there. All right. So it's always about that consistent execution. I try to post on social media 5 days a week. 5 days a week, at least once. All right, so some things to keep in mind. Promote your town. We talked about the festival. We talked about things that's going on in the city. Great. People love seeing the property. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can you go back one? Because you said something about the landing pages. So do you put a link on some of your posts that will take you to your landing page to look at?
Yes, but the only thing about the landing page, you have to be careful with that. Just because Instagram, you can't click on the link in the comment section. Now Facebook, LinkedIn, yes, I'll put the link on there, absolutely. Or say for instance, I take a new listing I have and I want to collect people's information. I'll take that link that you can get, post it onto my social media, and now I can just start collecting information of who's clicking on it, who's looking at it. So, yes.
Does anybody get KB Core?
Yes.
I think it creates
a landing page, yes.
Yeah, so when I post stuff, I'll put that link on there.
Yeah,
Very good.
absolutely. And here's a pro tip: if you do those landing pages, once you put the actual link on there, you can erase the link so it doesn't look all messy with all those numbers and every jazz on there. Erase that, and then once they click on the picture, it'll still take them to it. So, like I said, promote the town, not just the property. I think number 2 is probably more important than number 1. Be yourself. I'll tell you a quick story. When I first started doing these videos and started posting social media, I was at home and I was practicing. And my wife comes to me like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm not practicing." It's like, "Why are you practicing like that? That's not how you sound. That's not what you do." I said, "Well, that's the way he does it. I want to do it the way he does it." She's like, "No, that's not you. You don't sound like him. You're not him. Be yourself." And I was like, "Whatever. Okay, I'll do it." So I did it her way, and it works. Some people gonna like you, some people don't. Just the way of the world. So I was trying to be something I wasn't. I was trying to emulate somebody that I was like, man, this guy right here, he's doing it different. Let me try to do it the way he does it. But that wasn't my personality. So always genuinely be yourself. Like I said, engaging with followers, educating buyers and sellers, responding to comments. Respond regardless, good or bad. I always try to stay professional when people comment on my posts. If it's something negative, I'll comment and then I'll block you after that. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the beauty of this social media. You can easily block somebody and it's like, okay, I don't have to deal with you anymore. And never ignore your existing clients. What I mean by this is, if your past clients or clients you worked with on social media, you're not friends with them, you're doing yourself a disservice. A major disservice. So now, what I just started myself, and you can take it what you want. I've started friending all my past clients. Now I'm creating a VIP group for all those clients. They're gonna be now in my VIP group to where I can give them information, or I can, give giveaways, or whatever the case may be. So now I've created this ecosystem of all past clients who love me, who wanna work with me. What are they gonna do? They're gonna refer me more business. They're gonna sell. Who are they gonna come to when they're ready to sell? They're gonna come to me, because I've created this whole ecosystem that they can't get rid of the beta realtor. All right, so this social media thing is up to you. You could do it or you're not. I mean, but I've seen and heard a lot of older agents who've been in the business longer than I have say, I don't need social media. But social media is really changing the world. It's everywhere. So you have, like I mentioned earlier, you have so many people on social media. Why not be in front of them? That's a great way to gain business. And it's not pushy, it's not salesy. They come to you because you've been active on social media, so it's an easy way to prospect. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
What is your idea on percentage of business/personal posts on your pages?
I really could not say. I would say, I don't know, because what would you consider personal? Is it personal about me, or is it just personal because I got a thought of my idea in my head and say, hey, let's post this? Or, I mean, it could be, because I just come up with something randomly and like, let's post about this. Let's see what everybody else says. Just to create that engagement, to stir the pot, to get more people attracted to my post. But I would have to say, if it was all inclusive and not real estate, I'd probably say about 80% personal. If you're considering everything that I do on social media, whether it be the polls, whether it be information, and it doesn't deal directly with real estate, maybe 70%. Yes, ma'am.
I do everything that I do. So Instagram loads to my business page, and then everything that's on my business page, I do to my personal page, because there are people who haven't yet accepted the invitation, or that I've missed to invite to my business page, and that way everybody gets to see it.
I do it too. Same thing I do. Yeah. So, I would also say a pro tip on the business page. If you go live on the business page, you can easily save it. I know on the regular personal Facebook, you cannot save the video footage. So basically, you can go live on Facebook business page, take that same video, and circulate it through the rest of your platforms if you want to go live. So that's another great tip for you.
How many hours a week do you focus on putting content together? Do you schedule it? I just asked Josh this too, and so I'm curious for you. Do you schedule to where you go out and you're going to walk through houses, you're going to do whatever it is you're going to do for that week?
Yes.
And then have
Yes.
that part of your weekly, monthly, whatever?
I do. Yes.
And what does that look like for you?
So what it look like for me, what I do, and don't nobody crucify me for this, but I will set up a showing at your listing and go do video.
Yeah.
I will.
Need feedback?
Huh? Yeah, did not leave feedback afterwards. But I will definitely go into MLS, look for a nice
Thanks for the free
listing.
content.
Yeah, look for a really nice listing, go out, take my phone, and do a tour of the house, and use that same footage, and use it on my social media platforms. So what it looks like to me is, weekly we'll go through and we'll say, hey, okay, so what am I gonna post on these days. So usually Mondays like a motivational thing. Tuesdays usually something that's going on in the neighborhood. 3 is a reel, whatever type of reel it is, or video. And now you can do reels on Facebook, so that makes it easier to where you can post them. Let's see, then Thursdays usually either under contract or new listing. And if I don't have some content for that day, I'll just make something up. I really would. You know, if something hot comes out, like the meme that came out about Chris Rock, we'll easily pop that in and then push everything else to the side and say, let's get this out today, because it's during that time we want to get that most engagement. And like I said, I would do a showing. I will sit there sometimes, maybe take something I'm thinking about. People should know about this. Here's a quick one I'm probably gonna do today. Last night, we found out my buyer who's buying a house told us he was single, but he's actually married.
Nice.
Right? So I'm gonna take that same content after this. When I go home, take my phone, hook my little mic up. Hey, if you're married, if you're married, or whatever the case may be, if you're looking to buy a house and you're married, your wife has to be on the deed. And then I'll get some context behind it, because I want to catch their attention from the first 3 seconds that they're watching the video. So, and that's what I do a lot too. If there's something that's going on in my business that stresses me out, or something that happens and I can educate some people, I'll take that content and I'll use it on my platform. So I'm definitely gonna use that as a reel to say, hey, if you're married, your wife has to be on the deed too.
Why do you use another mic instead of your phone's mic?
Because you get a better quality of audio when you use a lav mic. Yeah, you don't get that echo sound. After you do a lot of videos, you'll be tell the difference between using it on your phone and using a lav mic. And you give a better quality of sound. And nowadays you can get the wireless ones, or you can get the ones with the wire. You could just clip it onto your chest, and it's good to go.
I would ask, what do you see as the landmines that sabotage agents that want to get into posting regularly on social media?
Fear, probably is number one.
Fear of what?
Fear of being judged. Fear of it's not gonna look right, or it's not perfect, or I don't like how I sound, or
Bad hair day.
bad hair day, or whatever the case may be. That fear will run deep to where they just won't post on social media. You know. Go ahead, number.
Please encourage them to that point.
That's a tough one, because I've tried to talk to agents about, hey, just post something, what's going on, but they just deny. I can't do it. I'm just like, let me just choke you. Like it's so tough that it is so easy to do. I think the biggest thing is if they can just post at least one time and just post and forget about it, because that's what I do. When I post something, I don't go back to see how it look. I don't go back to, see the nasty comments. I may check it later on in the day and then engage, but I don't, once I post it, it's gone.
But nasty comments are helpful.
They are helpful.
So I just write, thank you so much for.
Exactly. Exactly. So, it's a hard question to answer, because so many different people have their reasons, which I just can't agree with. I think for me, what got me to start doing the video and started doing it was when I became the bearded realtor. I said, how can I be the bearded realtor and not show my beard? It just made sense to me, like I had to be in front of the camera. I had to be that person, because how can I call myself the bearded realtor and not show my beard? And thank God I grew a great beard. So if it went bad, I could just shave it off and just go back to my regular self. So thank God I grew a great beard. So
You should do that as a post where they, show themselves bald. See if you can show yourself a lot of beard and get there.
Yeah.
With the little filter.
absolutely.
You could run some kind of, I don't know, contest, some kind of poll or something to have a live thing. If you lose, your wife can shave your beard off.
Ooh, you're going too far. You're going too far now. You're going. Now we might take it down some, but cutting it completely off, I can't do that now. No. No. You about to say something?
So, you and I are friends on Facebook.
Absolutely.
And when I saw this, I thought, I wonder why he's doing that class. I virtually never see anything from him.
Really?
And then I went back to your page and I started looking and like how often you scroll. And I'm wondering how often that happens to me, with other people.
Mm-hmm.
How do you fix it? What do you do?
You got to engage more. You have to engage more. What I mean by that is, if, like, me and Josh are friends on Facebook. If I comment on Josh's post at least one time, I'll start seeing Josh's posts every day. Every day I will see something he's posted. I can either just like it, love it, or make a comment. Hey, that kid is growing up, Tilly's growing up really fast, or something to that effect. I can comment on the post. So now what's gonna happen is, I'll start seeing Josh's posts every day. It'll come through my feed.
That's something I post a lot,
Yeah,
but I don't engage myself a lot, like on other people's.
exactly. So you gotta engage with other people. Cause you're being intentional with the engagement. You're being genuine, but you also have some intention behind, okay, hey, I wanna get in front of this person more often. So now once you engage or comment or like their post and be genuine, now they'll see your post more often. You'll continue to come up on their feed. Say again?
I don't turn my notifications on, they drive me nuts.
I turn mine off.
Do you turn yours on? Do you keep yours on?
Oh, absolutely. Now, here's the thing. I don't sit there like she does and just click on every. I take some time and say, okay, hey, after I finish my prospecting and doing what I'm doing, I'll sit down for maybe 30 minutes and then I'll go through the notifications. But I don't sit there and just completely every day, all day, go through every notification that comes through. I just push it off to the side to do something else.
You also set up your top 100 list of people that you want to follow and you only engage them.
Yeah.
And then once you've gotten good with that, set your next 100 list up. That's what I have in Facebook actually. It's gone.
Yeah. Now I used to have that, and I think Facebook kind of changed their way of doing business. I had like my VIP people, and it would just come up with all their posts that VIP list of people would post to, and I could just pretty much go down that list. And they don't do it anymore. I hated that. That made me mad. Yeah. So now they actually click on each person's name and go into their posts, and then go in there. So if you create that VIP list and start engaging with those people that are very important for your business, watch, you'll start seeing those people slowly start commenting on your post, or they'll start engaging on your post that you're posting. I'm sorry. Let's get to Nicole, because she had a hand up before that.
So, talking about hashtags, how many you should put, and then also, is there ever too much social media? Like some people do like a play-by-play. Like I'll put on my makeup, here's my clothes, here's my food, like is there too much, right? Like to me it is, but from your opinion, what do you think?
I would say there's never too much. Now if you're doing it like 6 or 7 times a day, now that's a little overkill. That's too much. I mean, that's kind of saturating, it's kind of killing what you're doing. 1 to 2 times a day, max. You're going to get the engagement that you want. Because it's not all about you, it's about the people that's engaged on your post. So now you're gonna go back and engage on their post, so now that creates that algorithm that they'll start seeing your post more often. So.
What about hashtags? How many hashtags?
Hashtags, that's a great question, because I've tried to create my own hashtags. The Bearded Realtor is a hashtag that I just continue putting on my posts. I just recently started putting the First Coast Luxury Group, the team I just started, as a hashtag. Now on Instagram, what we do is we try to find a happy medium. What I mean by that is, whatever the content is about, I try to find the most popular posts, popular hashtags, and then find those little known hashtags that people may be following. Another great thing about hashtags is you can see who's following those hashtags as well. So if you're trying to engage with those people, use those hashtags so you can stay in front of those folks, because it's gonna come up on their feed once you put that hashtag on that post. So
And
find
if
it.
it's a real estate post, it has to have the brokerage on it.
Yes, it should. It should. It should. It should. And I'll tell you a quick story about that. So, I'll tell you, but does it? It should.
Hashtag or the notes or
Hashtag.
being recorded.
logo.
I
So-
use a string of them that I copy and paste like everything, and the top of it I'll hashtag like what the content is about.
Yes.
And then just add the rest of them, so I'm always in compliance.
Did you say you copy and paste it?
Yeah, I have them in my notepad.
That totally destroys your algorithm.
No, the other part I said was, I do hashtags, different hashtags each day on what the post is for. So it changes it.
But if you copy and paste, I just took another class
Mhm.
last week. If you copy and paste on Instagram your hashtags, they're looking at how long it took you to put that content together,
Mm.
which increases the value, and they will more put your post to the front. If we're just like copy paste, you didn't have as much time invested in it, you weren't on their site long enough for their sponsors to sell to you, so your post now goes down, that might be part of the problem.
Even if you're individually typing the same thing that you would have copied and pasted?
If you individually type it,
Mhm.
if you copy and paste it, it's gonna take less time. Because the whole point behind the social media is so that the sponsors can collect their money. When you click on that pair of shoes that you've been looking at for 6 weeks, like, and then you buy them, and then you finish your post. That's the whole reason behind it. I was doing the
Good
same thing,
info.
and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
So here's a great way to get around that. Just do reels. Reels will pop up more often than actual posts will. You can I put a reel out of me getting a haircut, got over 3,000 views.
On Instagram?
Abs-
Yeah.
I didn't even say anything. I just looked in the mirror, did a quick video, put a little sound bite behind it, 3,000 people later. So reels will get you more engagement and more exposure than your regular posts. So that video content, like I said on the slide, is very important. Doing video has really helped me a lot. So you about to say something, Josh, before that?
Yeah, you know, as someone starting off, this could be really overwhelming. How much time per day would you encourage them to venture into this?
At least an hour a day. I will give them
And if we were to do only one thing and nothing else, it's social media.
Yes. If they could just do one thing and nothing else, just at least make a post. Do a post Monday through Friday. All right. It's very easy, very simple. There's some great tools out there that will give you the template that you can just add your picture to it. It makes it look professional and you can post on it. But nothing's gonna beat that video content. If you can do a quick 30-second video, it'll beat that post every time.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you. Hey, if I put their business card in here, we're gonna do the giveaway.